Hi everyone, welcome back to the Jude and Blake Football Show. Here's Blake,
Here's Jude,
and here is
Paul
the
Parker.
legend Paul Parker, ex-Manchester United and England. So we're going to ask you some questions today.
Player would you most like to have played alongside?
Oh, I'm going to say, I'm going to throw that one in. I would say play next to someone like Lisandro Martinez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And also next question: one word to describe Alex Ferguson.
Meticulous.
And last question for me: if you weren't a footballer, what would you have done?
Wow. I could throw up all the things like, all the things, boxer and all that. But to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't have a clue. Because by the age of 8, when I first started playing football properly for a team, which was a Boy Scouts team out of Hornchurch, I always wanted to be a footballer. So I told myself I was going to play football. I virtually almost gave in school because of it, which was a bad idea. So I'm going to say I don't know. I was lucky enough to have done, which I loved most, was play football.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you number 3 questions. So number 1 being, who is the best player you have played with?
There's a lot of good players I play with, but I have to name one, and one only. I have to say Brian Robson.
Yeah, and what did you like when he was playing? Like, what was your best thing? Would it be like passes, crosses?
No, his leadership. It doesn't matter whether he's having a bad game or not. He was still that same man, that leader.
Yeah. Number 2, I would say, who was your football idol growing up and why?
Growing up, because it was difficult then, because there wasn't a lot of football on telly, and I didn't go to a lot of games when I was young. I'm going to come out and say that the person who I kind of took to more than anything was Kenny Sansom, because at the time when I kind of got into that football in that way of watching it, often rather than playing it in parks or my back garden,
Yeah.
Kenny Sansom was maybe the up and coming best left back in the country when he was at Crystal Palace. And I was lucky enough, I played with him at QPR as well. And I socialised with him as well, which was good.
Yeah. Best player you ever played against?
I'm going to say Roberto Baggio. That was in 1990 in the third and fourth playoff of the World Cup.
What was your best thing with him, like your jewels?
Well, the thing about it though is I don't think I laid a glove on him, because when I decided I wanted to get tight with him, he'd always play around me one touch, and when I decided no, I've guessed it right, he's going to take a touch and move it away.
Yeah.
No, he'll just take 2 touches. Plus, as well, he was half a good-looking man as well.
All right, thanks, Paul. We're gonna give you some cards. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. But thank everyone.
Can I ask you a question? A five-side team, out of the players you played with, five-side team, who would you choose?
I'm not going to include myself. I'm just going to be the manager, because I get tired easier now. I'm going to say Peter Schmeichel. Not many are going to be able to score past him in that goal. I would have a Steve Bruce. I would have a Brian Robson, and I would have a Mark Hughes, and then I would have a Ryan Giggs and Lee Sharp. A Ryan Giggs, because that's 4 outfield, 1 in goal. Yeah, Sharpie can be my sub.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.